Hey, hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to introduce to you about the measuring tool, that is protractor, and how to draw an angle using that measuring tool, that is protractor. Okay, so let's move on to the video. Let's get started. Okay, so this is from the chapter angles, okay, and for grade 5. So you can see this first line. That is, maths is art and art is fun. That means I can conclude from my statement that maths is fun. So if we see maths in different way, so we will enjoy learning maths. So let's see how this protractor help us to measure the different angles. Now first of all, let's learn what is protractor. Now you know this tool very well, you are familiar, right? Because you have geometry box. So this tool is a protractor. Now what this protractor does, it is an instrument used to measure a given angle or to draw an angle of a given measure, and you can see that it is semicircular in shape. This is half of a circle, that means semicircular. And in this protractor you have this center, okay, this center of the protractor, and this, the dark line which you see over here, it is called the reference line or the base line. Okay, remember these two words, either of the two words. This is called reference line or base line, and it is very important. Okay, now you can see that in this protractor there are zero mark at both the ends. Okay, now why is it so? There is a magic behind it or a big reason behind it, because when we measure an angle, angle have arms, right? So in whichever direction the arm is falling, okay, if it is falling on right direction, that is, you can see over your right direction, so you will measure from here, okay, the lower angle set of the protractor. Okay, before that I would say that this, you can see the zero mark at both the ends, right? One is on the top, that means same measurement on the top also as well as on the below also it is there. So this is called the angle set of the protractor. Okay, there are two angle sets of the protractor. Okay, one is at lower and one is above that. Okay, and this protractor is divided into 180 equal parts. 180 equal parts, that means you can say 90 plus 90 is 180. So you can see this 90 is in between, right? That means it is common for this side also and it is common for this side also. Okay, both the things. Okay, you can see over here 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 till 180 over here also, and from here also it's 180. But 90 is not written double time, it's only written once. Okay, because this protractor is divided into 180 equal parts. Now coming on to how to measure the angle using this protractor. As I have told you that there are zero mark at both the ends, so you have to see that the arm of an angle, now this is an angle, okay, say x, y, z. Now see, this yz is an arm of an angle and it is lying in which direction? Towards right direction, right? So when it is lying towards the right direction, and you have to see to it that you are placing the vertex of an angle, at the center of the protractor, and the arm yz, it should coincide. Okay, it should coincide exactly with this reference line. Okay, exactly with this reference line. And if it is not coinciding, that means you are not measuring the angle properly. So these are the basic rules which you need to understand, that how to measure the given angle. Okay, the important thing to remember is that the arm of an angle should coincide with the reference line, depending on the arm lying on whichever direction. Okay, if it is on the left hand side, then your arm will be on your arm will be over here, and your reference line, that means it will be lying towards this 0. Okay, and when it is lying towards in this direction, towards left direction, so you will measure the upper angle set of the protractor. Understood? If it is lying, if your arm is lying towards the left direction, measure the upper angle set of the protractor. And if it is lying towards right side of the protractor, okay, if your arm is towards the right side, so your 0 is coming on to the right side, so you will measure the lower angle set of the protractor. I hope you understood. Now let's move on to how to measure the angle. Now measuring angles. Now you can see over here I have taken an angle ABC. Okay, so what is my arm over here? Arm is BC and BA. So BA and BC are my arms. So my this arm is lying towards the right direction. So now let me place the protractor. Okay, where will I place the center of the protractor and the base line? Over here. The center of the protractor should be at vertex B, and the side BC, that is the arm BC, should coincide with the reference line of the protractor. Now let's see. Now see over here, I have placed my protractor, and you can see very well that my arm BC is very well coinciding with the reference line of the protractor, and this vertex B is exactly at the center of the protractor. Okay, now if you want to measure the angle, how will you measure? As I have told you that my arm BC is towards the right direction, so I will see the lower set or lower angle set of the protractor. Okay, because my 0 is lying towards the right direction, so I will measure in the increasing order of the 0 degree. Okay, this is degree. Of course, I have forgot to tell you that in each part over here, the numbers you can see, each part is 1 degree. So whenever you are saying this is 0 degree, 10 degree, 20 degree, 30 degree, and so on. Okay, now I have to measure this angle ABC. Now see my BA, where it is lying. Now the arm BC work is over. Your work is over because you have placed the protractor. So that's it. Now you have to measure angle ABC. So this BA, okay, this BA is called the terminal arm. Terminal arm means which does the measure. Okay, so we are going to measure. So see over here, as we are measuring the lower angle set of the protractor, so what is my measure angle ABC? It's lying over here, that is 60 degree. Okay, so children, if you face any problem that how will I mark, so you can extend the line also. If it is not extended, so you can see it's already the angle has been given to you, so not to worry. Extending the arms we will see in the next slide. Okay, so over here we came to know that my angle ABC is measuring 60 degrees. So you will write angle ABC equals to 60 degree, and this is your answer. Yes, now this we have done how to measure the angles. Now one more thing to remember, that we can measure the same angle ABC by positioning the protractor differently. Okay, now over there in the previous slide what you have seen, my arm was lying in the right direction. Now see this angle ABC, and my arm is lying in the, my BC arm is lying in the left direction. So now I will place the protractor and I will show it to you that even though the angle side is different, so you can position the protractor, okay, according to you, it doesn't change the measure. So you see over here I have placed my protractor and my BC arm is in the left direction, so I will see the upper angle set of the protractor, and of course it is showing 60 degree over here also. So positioning the angle, okay, differently doesn't change the measure of an angle. Okay, so this is very important point to remember. Only you need to see that your arm is lying in which direction, and accordingly you have to measure. Now next, let's see how to draw an angle of given measure using protractor. Now in the previous what we have seen, the angle was given to you and we were just measuring. But now the question over here is that how you are going to draw an angle. Okay, you have to draw an angle, means you have to construct, okay, using this measuring tool, that is protractor. So first what you have to do, that suppose if let me give you an example. Now they are telling that draw angle ABC of measure 70 degree, okay, of measure 70 degree. So what is the first tool you will use? Now we know that we need a base, we need an arm for the angle, and here already the angle name is given to you, so you cannot change the name of an angle. Okay, if the name is not given, you can definitely change. So my first thing, I will take my scale, and using the scale I will draw BC. Okay, BC will be my base. If you are confused that ma'am how are you telling that BC will be the base, so simple thing, just draw a rough figure like this. Okay, just draw a rough figure and name this is angle ABC, what is given to you. Okay, so from this rough figure you will come to know that my BC will be the arm of an angle, okay, and which will be coinciding with the reference line or the base line of the protractor. Now this is up to you that how you are constructing the rough figure. Some may construct like this, okay, and they will name it like this. So those who are doing this, so you need to see that your arm BC is lying towards the left direction, so you will see the upper set of the angle of the protractor. Okay, so now this is my rough figure. Okay, and now I know that my construction or something, it will look like this depending on the measure of the angle. So now the first step, I will use my scale. Okay, I will use my scale and I will draw side BC using a ruler or a scale. So this is my first step. You can see it's written also that first draw side BC using a ruler. So I have drawn side BC using a ruler, and now the next step, you remember where I was placing the protractor? Towards the vertex. So what will be my vertex? Those who are showing their arm towards the right direction, so their vertex will be B. And those who are showing their arm BC towards the left direction, so their vertex will be C. But for my convenience, I am using my right direction, okay, and my vertex will be B. So I will place my protractor at the vertex B. Now you can see my protractor is exactly placed at vertex B. Now what they are saying, that you have to measure 70 degree. So now children, we know that my arm BC is lying in the right direction. So which angle set will I see? I heard you right. You are saying that it's the lower set of an angle because the zero starts from here. Okay, so where is my 70 degree? Now hold the protractor tightly, okay, and take the pencil in your right hand and put a dot at 70 degree. Now I can see that 70 is over here. Okay, so I will put a dot up with sharp pencil, and I will put a dot, and I will remove the protractor. Okay, I will remove the protractor and then I will draw a line. You can extend the line, children. Okay, not a problem. You can extend, and extending the line doesn't change the measure of an angle. Okay, so you are going to extend the line and name it as ABC, and your measure angle ABC is ready. We have drawn angle ABC of measure 70 degrees. So your angle will look like this. So I hope you understood this, then how to draw an angle of given measure using protractor. If any doubt, children, you can question in the comment section below. Thank you for paying attention. Goodbye. See you and have a nice day.